Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right behind me we have a beautiful 1968 Dodge Charger RT. This is a true XS code, manual transmission, 426 Hemi. If you guys want to find out full details, click on the link below. That's going to have a detailed underside gallery along with over 190 photos to let you decide if you want to put this in your garage. Let's do a walk around. Let's start off with the overall condition. I would rate this one easily a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving it a 90% out of 100 is because there are a couple of minor imperfections. There's a small imperfection here on the fender, and there's one right on top of the passenger side exhaust tip. Otherwise, extremely clean. This is a very nice example because this is an RT. This would be the pinnacle of bad boy in 1968. This one has been upfitted by Graveyard Classics, and they went crazy. So when you start to look at the gallery, you're gonna see the underside. It's the same color as the top, this beautiful blue metallic. You have a 426 that has a stroker motor. And if you're hearing that helicopter right there, we are literally 5 minutes from the Fort Lauderdale airport. So if you wanna fly in on your helicopter or Spirit, whatever you wanna do, we could pick you up from the airport and you guys could come take a look at this, and I hope you drive it home. Overall condition on the driver's side is very clean. All of your body gaps are even throughout. Even the hood closes properly without having to push the corners on the edges of the fenders. You know, like whenever you open up an old school hot rod, it has the springs on it, then you got to push them so it looks even. This doesn't have that issue. Your lights operate on top of the hood. These American Racing wheels, they're the Torque Flights with the black centers. They do have a little bit of wear, but very, very nice. You have a set of Wilwood 6 pistons up front, 4 pistons in the rear. This thing stops on a dime, Hydro Boost setup. And then my favorite part, when you get underneath it, so we're gonna have some clips of the underneath right now, you have coilovers on all 4 corners, you have a center K-member, you have tubular control arms, and a lot of suspension goodies to put the power down. So this is a 426 with dual quad, fuel-injected Phi-Tech carburetors. So I'll literally just get in there and you get to push a button to start it. I mean, I'm supposed to be talking about the outside, but I got all excited about the engine and the driveline. Let's talk about the top. So this vinyl is in excellent condition. There's no peeling. All of your chrome and stainless, very, very nice. I don't see any pitting, I don't see any dimples. All of your windows operate, and they added power windows to this. So in the center section, or your center console, you actually have the switch mechanism to control all the power windows. They all operate as they should. When you open up the door, you're gonna see that the door is just pristine. All of your door skins are nice. This is not a Bondo machine. All of your latches are not painted, so they're natural metal, and then you have perfect gaskets. I know I'm not supposed to say perfect, but this is a really nice specimen. You do have the legendary interior, which we'll talk about more when we get inside there. Listen to the door close. America, baby. Rear quarters are very nice. I love the meaty tires back here. So you have tires that are date coded 2017, Michelin Pilot Sports. These are 345/30s in the rear. That's almost 12 inches wide in the rear. And it actually helps because this thing makes gobs of torque. This has a stroker motor, so a Hemi stroker motor. We have all the receipts, so those are in the gallery. Click on the link below. You're gonna see all the underside shots. You're gonna see all of the receipts. This started off as like a pristine RT example, and the consignor took it to the next level. He brought it up to his standards. He put all those suspension goodies on it. He went through the motor, the interior, and then when you look underneath it, I mean, I know I keep saying it, you gotta see it, it's beautiful. Look at the sun hitting that paint, that is beautiful. You have your double stripes back here, all of your chrome and bright work, so I didn't go over that at the beginning of the walk around. Very, very presentable. I would say it's show quality. My favorite part of this car, the rear, because that's all everybody's gonna see when you go down the road. Look at how beautiful these taillight bezels are. You have your black painted background with your Charger RT insignia, and then you have your signature dual exhaust tips coming out the rear. Disregard this microphone. So when we do this test drive, we've got 4 mics on this car, so you hear every single creak, every single throttle shift, the whole 9 yards. So you guys get a really, really honest representation of the car, and we'll point out if we see something that we don't like, but I can assure you that I'll be smiling the whole time as I bang through these gears. Let's pop the hood. So you're gonna pull a lever over to the right, and it releases it, and then there's a little pull that you pull forward right here, and then this is the good stuff. You've got a 426 power plant, dual quads, that are from Tech, so you have fuel injection. They are mated perfectly. It starts up every single time you click that on button, it's gonna go on. You also have upgraded Wilwood brakes on all 4 corners, so you have 6 in the front, 6 pistons in the front, 4 in the rear. It does have a Hydro Boost setup. That is amazing for a car that has a cam or has been modified because you're not gonna have an issue with vacuum. So that's perfect. You have really crisp brakes. This thing stops on a dime. You do have long tube headers and full exhaust, so I'm gonna say it again. Look at the underside pictures. Front end is extremely clean. It's all the proper satin black. You have all your stickers in place, and then the trim tag is there. So if you want to decode the trim tag, you can do that on your own time. Picture of it is in our gallery. Top of the hood is extremely clean, and this is the stuff that I look out for when I'm looking for a top tier muscle car. We're talking about latches that are not painted. All the hardware has been zinced or coated properly. I mean, if you guys are looking for a 68 RT, stop looking and buy this one. I'm gonna start it up real quick so you guys get the passenger side in the sun because you gotta see that metallic. That's what I'm talking about. Literally just started it, no issues at all. All my gauges are working, so I'm gonna talk about that when we get on the other side. And I'm gonna turn the air on because it's getting hot here in Florida. Let's continue with this walk around. I'm on the passenger side right now. I want you guys to see it in the sun. That's why we spun it around. Look at how beautiful those body lines are. This is the signature Vin Diesel. Emil, what are they?
We got family.
We got family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
It had so much torque. It twisted.
Chassis twisted
coming off the line.
You got to follow our social media because he did the best video ever on our Instagram and our TikTok. So it's Bullet Motorsports. Okay, on the passenger side, very, very clean. You do have your Hemi badging to signify that you're the most BA person going down the road. Wheels and tires look the same on this side, just minor imperfections on the black, so just from cleaning it. All of your trim is very, very clean. And as I said before, this is a 9 out of 10 because there are just a couple minor imperfections. So I see a small little imperfection here in the paint, just like a hairline scratch. That could probably get buffed out. When I open up the doors, I've talked about this already on the driver's side, very, very clean. All of your latches are coated properly. They're very, very proper. All of your rubbers seal properly, and all the power windows work as they should. Let's jump inside it and talk about that beautiful legendary interior. Sitting inside the Charger, extremely clean. You have upgraded gauges. You have your push button start. All of your switches operate. So your windshield wipers work. Your vintage air right here, classic air, operates as it should. So you have your fan control here. You have a Tremec 5-speed, and then you have the operating manual in case you purchase this, so you know how to work this thing. Also, it has Tech EFI, and there's 2 of these modules. They're already tuned. All you do is jump in it and turn the key, and I could show you that right now if you'd like to see it. Legendary interior, which is extremely nice. Take a look at the gallery. You have the silver stripes in the center. Your dash shows well with no imperfections, no cracking. Headliner is nice, and the back seats look great too. Let me start it up for you. So you let it, I always do this with these systems, let it sit for, I'd say 8 or 9 seconds, and then, that's nice. Wood grain steering wheel fits good too. You have a tilt column and an ashtray. Let's go for a test drive. Before we go for a test drive, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoy this content, please be sure to click like and subscribe below. Also, if you want to support us, I'm wearing our Moving Metal tee because we move boats, planes, cars, trucks, helicopters, the whole 9 yards. Check it out. Let's go for a ride. So right now we're going to take this 1968 RT out for a test drive. Clutch feels great. It's not too heavy. I have no chattering, so it's very easy to drive. As you saw earlier in the video when I was moving it in the parking lot, you can see that you just have to do minimal throttle, or you can just pull the clutch out and it'll roll properly. All of my gauges are operating, showing 651 miles on the actual restoration itself, and we have the receipts there. Let's see if the turn signal lights are operating. So on the hood, my turn signal lights are operating. I'm going to open up the headlights when we're rolling because I think that'll look so cool. We have our windshield wipers. This does not have a radio, so this still has a factory style radio, but that's not what you're buying this for. You're buying this because it has a 426 with dual quads. Interior is very comfortable. All the seats recline easily. I'm 6 foot, so you have a good height. requirement here. You can be as big as you want to be in this one, especially with the tilt column. Into second gear right now. We'll see how the lights look. You ready? Oh, yes. Third gear, no issues. Let's put it into fifth and make sure it doesn't slip. No slippage. 354 gears, Auburn gear in the rear. And I want you guys to click on the link below so you can see all the restoration receipts. If you have any questions at all, give us a call at 954-363-2261. Very comfortable, very easy to drive. You have your classic air right here, which is very nice. We're gonna go over the Marina Mile Bridge right now, and then this is where I have a lot of fun. So once we go over the bridge, I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna do an acceleration run so you guys can see how this thing performs. I'm pretty excited. So we also have an amazing Challenger that you guys need to take a look at on our site. So if you want a pair of Hemis, look no further. Going over the bumps right now, suspension feels great. You have your coilover set up on all four corners, tubular control arms, all the suspension feels nice and tight. I can move it. The wheels look great rolling down the road as well. I'm gonna go into fifth right now. So we have a great cruising gear. A 354 is perfect. I'm at 1,500 RPMs at 54 miles per hour. Downshifts are easy. Tons of torque. I love it. Let me put the turn signal on. Close our lights. Oh, yeah. So this is a fun part of the video right here where I get to accelerate to the operating speed limit here. Are you ready? Wow, let's test out the brakes. Brakes are even as well. Nice and smooth. It's a rocket ship. And that's only partial throttle. I had some wheel spin going into second, so I let off. This drives nicely. Our operating temperature right now is like at 190, which is pretty common for a Hemi. You could drive this anywhere. This would be a fun one to fly in and drive home, but it's too nice. So if you hit rain, you're gonna have to be cleaning that underside for a long, long time. You don't wanna do that. We're gonna turn right here so we can go over our signature bumps, and then you guys can decide if you wanna put this in your collection. This is an extremely clean example. Mopar, no car. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please be sure to like and subscribe. Downshifts are just butter smooth. Brakes are amazing too. Going into second. Nice and easy. Here comes the first set of bumps. No issues. Here's a big dip. Let's see if anything rubs. No rubbing at all. Suspension's very, very tight. Let me get over here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, give us a call, 954-363-2261. I'm out of here.